Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Into the Light. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and being here today. So today's reading is going to be about what's the gossip about you. So what's people gossiping about? We want to know. We want to know the tea. So I'm bringing you the tea today. Alright, so we have 4 piles to choose from today instead of my regular 3. So you can choose from these playing cards. We have the Ace of Diamonds, the 10 of Clubs, the 8 of Spades, and the 3 of Spades. Don't worry about like what's written on it or anything. Just focus on the card really by itself and let your intuition guide you when you think about the question, what's the gossip about me? Alright? So without further ado, you can find your timestamps in the comment section or in the description box below. Now grab your tea or your coffee and let's head right into this video. Alright, hey you guys. So we have the Ace of Diamonds for you guys that chose pile 1. Let's get it started. Okay, I will add this in at the end of the reading and see how it all ties together. Okay, so you already see the card in the back because I flashed you. But we have Trapped in Fear in the reverse. Okay. Also, I really love elephants. What's your favorite animal? I feel like elephants are my spirit animal, so a little fact. Alright, and we have Authority. We also have Fertility. So you got both the Emperor and the Empress. Sorry for the little ring light. Might need to move it back a bit. Okay. Actually, let me bring this in closer for you guys. Okay. And then next for your Lenormand, we have the Tree. And we have the Garden. Okay. I always love to put smaller cards in the middle, especially the Lenormand. I feel like they tie the reading together really nicely. I need bigger ones though. Even though I like the little ones, but anyways. For your Angel Therapy cards, we have Crown Chakra. Alright. And we also have Vacuum Away Fear. Okay. And last but not least, we have Never Ending Story for your Oracle card. Alright. I'm just gonna push this up a little bit so you can see. Once again. Okay, there we go. So what's the gossip about you guys? Let's figure that out. I'm gonna sip my coffee. I would have had tea, but I finished it. So I'm just having coffee. Alright, let's get started. So, as you can see, Trapped in Fear is in the reverse here. Meaning that you're no longer trapped in fear, all right? Especially with Vacuum Away Fear here, what I'm really picking up in general is that I feel like this pile, you guys kind of feel that people might be saying things about you. You might be feeling like, you know, you need to portray a certain part of yourself on the outside so people can accept you. But the truth of the matter is, you're perfect the way that you are. You embody both the energies of the masculine and the feminine, like everyone does, but you have a really balanced, very balanced energy. So I feel like really you are your own critic. I feel like the masculine side of you one day will be like, you need to be more feminine. And the feminine side of you one day is like, you need to be more masculine. So it's really for you guys trying to balance that energy. But people really see that you might be the person that kind of criticizes yourself a lot. So maybe someone will compliment you and be like, wow, like your body looks so good. Like you must have been like working out or whatever. What's your diet, whatever. And you might be like, like I guess, but I could do better. I could be better than this. I could have better than this, like you have successes, but at the same time, it's like you feel like you could do more, or you feel like you're not doing enough. All right. But I see you getting out of that energy. And, people might notice this about you, but they also notice how strong you are, how much character you have, how much you can be really a leader when you get out of this own like cycle of being like with the cycle of having like low self-esteem, which I do see you guys coming out of, and I see spirit really helping you with this. All right, so I feel like people do notice that you can make your own excuses, and that, as I said, you're very heavily your own critic. And with 37, never ending story. So this would be 10, right? 37 added together would be 10. So I feel like for you guys, you carry a lot of your own burdens, right? You carry a lot of your own heartache, right? Like if you can tell here at the bottom, like she has this heart here. It says yes or no, but in between, like, oh, I'm not even showing you guys. There's yes and no, but the arrow's in between. So it doesn't know yes or no. Like it's not a for sure answer. So it's like you guys are kind of trapped in that. Like with this card, I really pick up like 10 of Wands energy. Especially like you carry a lot of your own burdens, and you might like put a lot of effort into yourself just to kind of prove yourself to other people, but you don't need to prove yourself. It's more like you're trying to prove yourself to other people, but really you're just trying to prove yourself to your ego, really, because your ego is always like, you need to be doing better, you need to be serving others so you can be liked, So I feel like your ego is really your biggest critic here. But yeah, I see that you guys do fear a little bit of rejection, or you're scared of rejection or losing people around you. But this is just creating your own unnecessary drama. Okay? Mm-hmm. But yeah, as I said earlier, with the authority and then fertility. So the Emperor and the Empress. So with the Emperor, I see that you definitely have your own ability of being able to give. Like you can give really good advice. You can teach other people of how to make, their life a lot more stable. Whereas with the Fertility Empress card, you know how to receive, you know how to nurture. You embody both of those qualities of the feminine and the masculine, like logic, strength, reasoning, stability, like having stability for yourself and those around you. All right, you have a pretty good balance of your emotions, but also of your emotions, and also just your mentality, how to do things. All right, so you have both of those qualities, and I feel like people really see that you're a very balanced person, but at the same time, it's like you're basically your own self-critic, as I keep saying. So this can cause some kind of like disordered guidance with yourself, like if you feel like you're not doing well enough like all the time. But yeah, as I see like you guys are coming out of this, and I feel that definitely Spirit is helping with this. We see call upon archangels Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings, the situation, everyone else. So this is also a little bit of advice for you guys to get help from backing away like your own personal fears, your own personal doubts, your own like self-limiting beliefs. Clear that out. And really, I don't see a lot of people around you gossiping about you, like saying like bad things about you, like behind your back. But like, obviously, it's really good to make sure that, you know, you clear and cleanse that energy around you and within yourself. And then we have crown chakra here. So as I was saying, like Spirit is really helping you with this. So it says here, pay attention to your ideas as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in answers to your prayers. So I feel like another thing is it might be really hard for you to understand what is coming from ego-based fears and to understand what is coming from, you know, your higher self, from your light. So really, how you kind of identify this is if something's very negative, if something is saying like, you know, no, you're not good enough, or no, you should do more, you should do better, that is your ego-based thoughts. Whereas if you hear things like, you know, maybe you didn't get it this time, but you will for sure do it again, and you will achieve just more positive, those are thoughts from your higher self. Those are guidance from the divine, you know, things that are more positive. Okay, so that's kind of just how you kind of differentiate between the two from my own experience, from like my own personal advice. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Definitely, you guys are supposed to be leaders. Like, you have leadership qualities, leadership personalities. Even if you feel like, I don't know if I can do it, you definitely can, you know? And just saw 1111, so you guys will have really strong manifestation power as well. So even if you feel like, I really want to start doing this, I really want to start a project like this, and you're kind of afraid about starting it, definitely do it. Everyone around you can see that anything that you start doing, anything that you touch, like, becomes magic. Like, you really transform everything. Okay? That's why this Ace of Diamonds is here. New project, new job or home, letter or gift, win important message. So definitely you guys can make something very stable in your life. You can start your own business. You can do anything like that. All right. You have the power to be an entrepreneur, really. Like, you are literally your own boss. Because, you know, sometimes when you are your own boss, you are your own critic at the same time. Okay? So you can think about it like that. And last but not least, we have the tree and the garden here. So I really see something else about you that people notice and talk about is that you have a very nice body, or you have a very nice face. Like, you physically just look really appealing. Like, you catch a lot of attention. And, you know, maybe people don't come up to you and are like, oh, you're so pretty, you're so gorgeous, because, like, you know, some people just don't really do that. But I think it would be great to just go up to someone and be like, you have really nice hair or something, you know? But even if you're not getting these compliments to your face, this is a gossip about you. So people around you that talk about you and bring you up, like, they'll be like, yeah, like, they're so pretty, like, they have such a nice body, like, this person is like doing so good, you know? Just people talk really nicely about you. Also because, you know, this is the garden. I feel like for some of you, you might get into performance, something that you're going to have a lot of audience around you, which is also like, I feel like leadership role type thing. Okay? I do, however, also see like gossip about you is maybe for some of you, you fall into like the mainstream and the aesthetics of things, like whatever is really popular right now, you're kind of just into it or getting to like understand it, because you want to feel accepted in a way. So don't be afraid to be your own self, be your own person, okay? But yeah, people also just really love your looks. Like they talk about you and how you look, your hair, everything. I feel like you have really nice hair. Um, yeah, one last thing that I noticed before I close off this reading. This woman here is covering her head, and this guy over here is covering his head too. So that also more pushes the thought of you being your own kind of self critic, being your own, um, limiting yourself, like because of what your thoughts, your mental stress, really. All right, but once you get out of that, get out of your head, get out of the clouds, you're gonna be doing a lot better with yourself when you kind of just tell yourself, like, you know what? I can do this. Like, I can see myself doing this. And I feel like also, if you wanted to start your own project, like that would also help with your self esteem. Just actually pushing yourself to do something and seeing it grow over time will really help with that as well. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up for you guys that chose pile 1 with the Ace of Diamonds. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and being here today. If it resonated, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye now. So if you chose the 10 of Clubs, you have found your way to your pile. So what's the gossip about you? Let's figure it out. And I'll add this into the end to see how it flows with the reading. So I'll put it up there. Okay. I love elephants. What's your favorite animal? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so we're going to start with the tarot. So we have material and spiritual prosperity. Okay. We have harmony, love, literally. And we have memories of love. Damn, okay. So we have 3 6s up here, so that might be very significant for you guys. But I'll get into the numerology of it afterwards. We also have the Lenormand here, and we have the man and the ring. Okay. Some of you might have some really good relationships, honestly. Just right off the bat, like, whenever you get in a relationship, whoever you're in a relationship with, doesn't have to be currently, but whenever you get in a relationship, the person is so dedicated to you. So people like talk about that, like, damn, I need to get me a man or a woman like this, like yours. Okay, so we have your angel therapy. We see cancel, clear, delete. And we have books. Last but not least, we have no place like home. Okay, and that is card 50. 50. I just got this deck, Wisdom of the Oracle, so still trying to get comfortable with these cards, so you'll see them in a lot of readings, a lot of my recent readings now. But I love them, they're cute. Okay. Maybe I'll just push it up. Ooh, you gotta see the words. Okay. What's the gossip about you guys? Let's see. Okay. So, first off, I'll start with the numerology. If you follow my tarot account, I have multiples in tarot and what they mean. So check that out if you want to learn about other numbers that you see in tarot. But for 3 6s here, definitely, especially with how the cards are laying out, you have a lot of success in your partnerships. This could be romance or business, whatever it is, just you have a lot of success in partnerships. Okay. Also, I feel that with the 3 6s, because 6 also is about stability, right? And this like recognition as well and security. So you definitely have a lot. You have those things. You have a lot of recognition. Very secure, especially with material and spiritual prosperity. Like you're secure not only in your material wealth, but your spiritual wealth. Even relationships, maybe if you're not in a relationship currently, though, whatever relationship you have coming in, whatever relationship that you're manifesting, attracting, is going to be very secure and stable. Okay? I'm hearing has it all. So I feel like the gossip about you is like people will be like, they have it all. Everything they ever want, they get it. How do they do this? Even when people think about you, they just have these memories about a lot of the positive things that happen between you two, like the positive interactions with that memories of love card. Like people get like kind of nostalgic and just feel like, I miss them, especially if they haven't seen you in a while. Like everybody that has had like a close relationship with you, friendship, romantic relationship, whatever it may be, they all have very good positive experiences to really like talk to people about, right? Like they don't have anything negative to say. Even if you have some enemies or whatever, they know that you are such a positive person and you provided a lot of light in their life, so they can't really hate you that much, you know? Okay. Now, what should I start with? I feel like as well, like people talk about your relationships, like 100%. They talk about every relationship that you've been in, which I think is pretty weird. Well, that's my own bias, but I just think it's weird when people talk about their people's relationships. And it's like so often that people do this, like just talk about everyone's relationship, which I don't know. It's just weird. I feel like everybody does it online with celebrities as well, just always talking about what's going on, if they're getting married, if they're not, if they're having babies. It's like, focus on your own life. But that's the Aquarius in me speaking. Anyways. So, with cancel, clear, delete here, definitely, as I was just saying earlier, I feel that, to maintain this balance and this harmony in your life, to make sure that, you're very stable and secure in everything that you do, you ensure that the people around you, the energy that is around you is all positive, that is all good for you. So whenever you have like any kind of negative thoughts or whenever you have any kind of negative people around you, you're like, you're canceled. I'm going to clear you out of my life, delete you from my mind. All right. So if you have people, enemies, whatever that, kind of low key hate you, but really they actually love you and they just can't stand you because you're probably better than them. You can pick up on this energy, like when somebody is doing if somebody is doing good for you and when somebody is not. So for you, it's easy to take people out of your life. And I feel like this is also the gossip about you, because people will notice like, damn, you were just like close with this person and now it's like you don't even talk to them anymore. And people don't really know the reason why, but they know that there's a good reason why you took this person out of your life, because you're somebody that sheds a lot of light and you're very positive. So Whenever you notice any negative energies, any negative things, you cut that person out. All right? And I even feel that people that may like gossip around your back saying like maybe some negative things, they don't even try and talk to you really. They just talk behind your back and they keep a distance from you because they know if they say something like rude to you, you're going to snap on them and hurt their feelings. I feel like there's Aquariuses in this pile, I swear. I don't know. Or Capricorns. But we're not really looking at signs right now. Just the energy. Okay. Now we have books here. Your life purpose. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't read this. Use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. Right? Oh yeah, one last thing about this card too is I feel that you guys have a very strong manifestation techniques as long as you keep your mind positive, keep focused on what you want, focused on your desires. This is why you have so much success and stability in your life. I feel like people also are just like wondering what your next move is. Like, what are they going to do next? What are they going to like start doing? What project are they going to pick up now? But with books here, your life purpose involves writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. Yeah, I feel like definitely this pile is filled with a lot of very spiritual people. You might, as it says, write books based on spirituality, reading. You might also be a tarot reader. Might write poems, might write blogs, anything that is about typing words, whatever, making letters. But also I feel that you guys are like teachers, not only just like creating books, but you guys are teachers in this pile. You don't have to be like an actual like I got my degree and everything type of teacher, but just teaching your ways, like because people see you manifesting so much, people just want to know like how you do it, like how do you keep so positive, how do you keep on pushing on forward, how do you like stay so spiritual and so balanced, which is also the gossip about you. Like people are like, how are they doing this? What kind of magic? Like, yeah. And let's see here, no place like home. This is literally one of my favorite cards in this deck. Like this was like the first card that I pulled from this deck, and I literally got shivers all over my body. Like I really connected with this card. So basically, this really talks about finding a home within yourself. And this is also why you are so great at manifesting. You have so much stability because you know yourself. You know what is best for you, and you know what will work for you and what will not. Okay? Feel you constantly fill yourself with trust. You're very solid in your trust for yourself. You take a lot of leaps, but you make sure that it comes from a happy place, like within. Your light here is shining out as well. So definitely you guys are very positive people, and people just wonder like, how do you literally walk this earth like an angel? Like, how do you do this? All right. As well, 50, so just 5 here. Like you might go through a lot of changes in your life as well, but it's like anything that you leave and then you pick up something new, you're always successful in it. And I feel like you have this success because you are so stable within yourself, So it's like whatever happens, like you're still at home because you're at home with your spirit. Okay? You have a lot of as I already said, trust, but you also have a lot of dignity. Okay, and that's why I feel like it's so easy for you guys to like notice something, some BS, and take that out of your life. Okay. Also, because of this being like at the top here, I feel like you're very good at observing your surroundings as well. And people see that you're very like analytic as well, and it's like wherever you go, you kind of just keep your head high, no matter if you're in like in a less positive space, or if you're in a positive space. No matter where you go, whatever situation that you're in, whatever obstacle that you face, you always just keep your head high. You always keep yourself at the top, you know, right? And then with the man and the ring, as I said, some of you guys might have be in a relationship and have a very committed person with you, somebody that you're very well connected with. But also, this doesn't just have to be a lover, but this can be like a business partner. Maybe you have like a really great business partner that is very committed to you. And people just talk about, I feel like really people talk about your relationships like a lot. The people that you hang with, the people that you're around, right? And I feel like you as a person, you're very dependable. Okay? Very dependable, very committed. And then last, to just add this in, we have the 10 of clubs. So life for you is a long, fun journey. You know, like you accept life and live life as is. Like you just let yourself learn and explore. You go with the flow, okay? So we have happiness and good fortune. So yes, definitely very stable, successful people here. We have responsibilities. Yeah, so I feel like for you guys as well, because you want to keep this, you know, you want to keep the success, you want to keep the stability in your life, you want to keep this material prosperity flowing in. You guys are work really hard, and especially if you are trying to start up your own business when it comes to spirituality or just teaching in general, you really like kind of distance yourself from all the drama and you just work on yourself really, because you're like, I'm just trying to get my money and live beautifully, okay? Live in my castle, live in my mansion here. All right, so that's what I'm getting for you guys that chose pile 2. So thank you so much for clicking on this video and being here today, and I hope you happiness and success. Bye now. All right, those of you who have chosen pile 3 with the 8 of spades, welcome to your pile. How you doing today? So, what's the gossip about you? Let's figure it out, and I'll be adding this in the end to see how it ties together with the reading. Okay, so we're going to start off with your tarot cards. So we have accelerated motion, conflict and defeat, and we also have solar plexus chakra. For your Lenormand, we have the birds and the broom, traditionally the whip. Okay. Then for your angel therapy cards, we have you are profoundly clairvoyant. And we have Archangel Michael. Such a vibrant card. And then we have Yang for your oracle. Awesome. Okay. Here, I'll push this up more. All right, so what's the gossip about you guys? So, first off, what I'm picking up here is there is a few people around you that are just jealous of your spirit, your creativity, the way that you can, think of things, have a dream, and really make it into your reality. You really craft it. You really take charge of it with this Yang card. All right? I feel that people are jealous of your creative spirit. Not everyone, just those small select people. They're jealous of how creative you are. Okay? It seems like every time you start something, it comes true. Like you ask the universe, you manifest it, it comes in, and then you catch it in your hands, and things just work out for you, you know? So, definitely lots of movement for you coming in, and people notice like you're always just going on to the next thing. It's like you're always moving up, especially if you have some certain project that you're working on. It's like each time people check in with you, you're always higher than you were yesterday. You're always higher than you were last week. Like you keep on doing so well. And people are just like, how the heck do they do this? All right? And with this Yang, it's like you guys are very creative. You have the ability to really just make things happen. Like you probably have very strong law of attraction techniques, like manifestation techniques. Lots of creativity here because we have the solar plexus chakra. All right, and accelerated motion. It's like you're really just manifesting something. It's really having luck on your side. Okay. But also with this Yang, it's like you guys don't hesitate. Like this is like something coming in fast, right? And this is also about movement. So it's like whenever you have a thought of something, whenever you want to achieve something in your life, you don't hesitate on it. You're like, all right, I know I can do this, and proceed confidently, you know? And I feel that people definitely see this and admire this, but there are a few people that are really jealous of it. And why I say this, I'm just gonna, since I'm touching this, I'm going to talk about it. the birds and the broom. So with these two, like this is like somebody that is very chatty. And because there's two birds here, really like this is two people, right? It could be two, it could be three. Like it's not a lot of people, but you know, these are the energies around you when it comes to that negative gossip. So basically, I see that a few people kind of like put you down, kind of doubt you. Like these people here that are represented by these birds, like they doubt your success. Even though they see you doing so well, they doubt it. And you might be somebody that might be like, hey, I'm going to like start doing this. I'm going to start writing a book, or I'm going to start whatever it is. You're going to start a project. And people are like, oh, like those people that are represented by these birds, they're like, oh yeah, that sounds so cool. Like, good luck, you know? And then they actually see you doing so well. People are buying your book, whatever it is. You're getting a huge audience come in, and then they're like, oh, they actually did this. They actually did that. So I feel like these people in the background will have like conversations kind of putting you down, putting down your creativity because they're jealous, you know? They're jealous that you can confidently start something and they don't have that ability to do that. Okay? Because there is two, like, as well, like you may, for some of you, you may have like a group of people around you. Some of them are friends, and some of them are kind of just like, they're kind of friends, but they're more like mutual friends. And whoever in these groups, it's like they talk behind your back. So I think it's really necessary to assess your friend group, especially with that conflict and defeat card in the middle. Assess who your friends are, assess who is around you, okay? I feel like, yeah, some people are talking behind your back. You got some false friends, especially with Archangel Michael being here. You're working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through the situation. So you're definitely protected by the divine. Your creative ventures are protected. There's something that you're supposed to do in this lifetime. There's something that you have to achieve in this lifetime, whatever you are doing. So, even though people are putting it down and kind of sending you negativity against your creativity, you're still being very protected by the divine, and it's literally bouncing off of you and hitting them again, like 10 times harder. Okay? And then we have you are profoundly clairvoyant. So I definitely feel that you guys kind of know who this person is or these people are that are talking badly about you. And, as that quote goes, those people that aren't clapping for you when you're reaching success, So this says, trust what you see in your mind's eye as well as with your physical sight, for your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. All right? There's also 2 people in here too. Yeah. There might be 2 people that are just like kind of against you, against your creativity, right? Definitely assess your situation, assess like who is around you. Try and figure out like, are they really rooting for me or are they just sticking around because they know I'm really successful and they want like some of my positive energy to rub off on them? Like, I don't know. People just want to know you so they can have like a connection to you, like just in case like you rise up, they can be like, oh yeah, like I was always rooting for you, but they really weren't, and they just want your money or your success, Right. I didn't talk about it really. So the conflict and defeat card here, like it does talk about the conflict that's kind of going on around you, but because this man is like just going to the light, reaching for the light, it's also about how you're kind of handling your situation. So are you going to give into that drama and let other people's voices put you down, or are you going to handle this situation in a way that you see you're kind of above it? You're definitely just above it. Like, you don't care about what they're saying about you. You're going to keep on going forward. So yeah, though there might be 1 or 2, whoever these people are around you, like speaking badly about you, this is kind of just a learning situation for you as well to assess, like, do I really still want you around or should I cut you off, Right? Because right now you're really shaping your destiny. So you got to know who's really there for you, or who just is trying to steal from your energy. Okay? Now, with the 8 of Spades card here, false friend, betrayal, catch it early to avoid it. So, I know also there's examine over here in powerlessness. So definitely you aren't powerless. Like, even though it's here, like, I'm only taking the messages here that will resonate with this pile. Also why I do it last. So definitely there might be a false friend around you. And with this betrayal, it's because they're talking crap. And catch it early to avoid. This is also your sign to assess who's around you and if you still want them in your life, or are you going to sweep them away? Which you should sweep them away. Okay? And I feel like there are a lot of people that notice your creative talents and they talk so well about you, but there's also like those times where they'll be talking really nicely about you, and whoever these people that are really negative about you will be around, that person will be like, I don't know, like they'll get jealous because they hear other people talking greatly about you, and they're like, they get jealous when they hear other people talking about you. And I feel like those people that are like talking so greatly about you would tell them like, hey, like, why don't you relax? Why are you being so mean? Like, they're doing so well. Why are you being an a-hole? You know? So that's what I got for you guys. That chose pile 3 with the 8 of spades. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and being here today. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye now. You have chosen pile 4 with the 3 of spades here. What's the gossip about you? Let's figure it out. All right. Let's get it started. We're going to start with the Psychic Tarot. So we have financial and material changes, new beginnings, transformation, and then for your Lenormand, we have the Woman and the Ship. Oh yeah, I'm going to be interpreting this playing card in the end of the reading to see how it may flow together with it. Okay, and then for your angel answer cards, no, angel therapy, sorry. Angel therapy cards, we have God Box. And we have Release. And then for your oracle card, we have Thinker. Okay. Oh, let me push this up a bit. So what's the gossip about you? Okay. Definitely, I'm seeing that you guys that have chosen this pile have been going through a shift, like a big shift in your life. You're releasing a lot of things. You're transforming yourself. You're going on new journeys, okay? With financial and material changes, I'm going to start from the top here. I know they're wearing like wedding rings here. But I really don't think this has to do with... Okay, this is kind of what I'm thinking about. If it resonates with you, take it. But if not, leave it alone. But I'm really drawn to the wedding rings here. So I feel like for some of you guys, one of the big shifts that you went through was either a divorce, a relationship, like you ended a relationship. And if it doesn't have to do with any kind of romantic situations, it could also be something that you were once committed to. You're not doing it anymore. Maybe you have a change of a job, change of a home that you were living at. Something that once kind of brought you stability doesn't anymore. So that made some kind of financial changes in your life. Okay. So definitely this can cause some challenges, you know? Like, and I feel like if it is something that has to do with like a relationship, maybe you're living with somebody, like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and you had to move out because, you know, the relationship wasn't going where you wanted it to. This will cause a little bit of challenges with you, like materially. But it's something that you needed to release in order to transform yourself and have a new beginning, because you know, when you have loss, there always comes renewal. So with loss, there's renewal. There is something way better behind that door. All right? Especially, you know, even though you have these changes and challenges, you have new beginnings coming in second here. So you had to release these things in order to start over, in order to transform. And also with this new beginning, it's like, it's mainly also about inner changes that you had to go through. Like the things around you will start changing when you change within yourself. So basically, when you start, you know, giving more love to yourself, you'll see more beauty in the world, you know? So it starts from the inside, and then you see all of the beauty and things on the outside, because really it's about perspective. How you're living your life, what are you looking at, how are you looking at these things, okay? So definitely there was an important choice that had to be made for you. So people kind of just talk about this shift that you're going through and what you're doing, which, you know, can be a little nerve-wracking, because it's like when you do have a big change like this, especially if it has to do with a romantic situation, just leaving something behind, one of the big reasons why you kind of hold back is because you're afraid of what people will say. You're afraid of the communication that's going on around you because of this change that you have. But it's like, you know what is best for you. You're the only person living your life. So you make your own choices. You make your own decisions, okay? And it's like, from letting this thing go, it's like a nudge forward, like from the universe, from the divine, to step into something new. You know, if you didn't let go of this, if you didn't, you know, flow with life, if you just stayed stagnant, then you wouldn't be growing, okay? You wouldn't be reaching this transformation here, okay? So with this transformation as well, it's just saying like, don't resist the changes and have courage. Okay? Don't conform to what you think is right based on, you know, what everybody's saying around you externally. Listen to your inner voice. Okay? And people notice that you're having a lot of changes, and despite like what anybody's saying, it's like you're really just doing these things for yourself. All right? You might be like, even if you feel like really stressed out too, you might go on a big trip like, all right, I gotta get away for a bit, you know? All right. Something else people talk about is how expressive you are. Yeah. It's like you can just open up your wings and people get really attracted. Sorry, I'm like cracking my knuckles. People get really attracted to your personality, who you are. It's like the wings are opened up here, wings are opened up here, wings are opened up here. Okay, so it's like you're very great with expressing yourself, guiding others. Look at this, 2 birds. So birds might be significant for you. You might be like an animal lover, someone that like really talks about, you know, animal rights. Maybe you're an environmentalist as well, with like the earth, and then the mountain here, or not mountain, but like there's a lot of emphasis on the environment, the world. You kind of just want to make the world a better place, you know? Okay. What else am I seeing here? Yeah, let's just go on with the God box since we were just talking about it. So this says, write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put into a special container called a God box as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. See, like there's emphasis of needing to let go through a shift. So whatever things that you feel worried about, basically a God box is like, I've never done it before, but you basically just write down what you want to release or release and give to the divine. So if you're worrying about like not having enough money, you can put down like worried about not having enough money. Whatever your concern is, make it like specific. Put that in the box, and it's like your way of telling the universe like, I don't want this, you know, and I just want to release this thought, this negative thinking. Or you can put down your desires, like, you know, I desire to have blah blah blah, whatever it is. Put that in the box, and it's like you're getting the divine to help you with these challenges, the journey that you're going through. Yeah. Also with the birds, it's like you're very connected to spirit as well. Okay. Oh, I feel like some of you are going on a trip, and there's going to be like a waterfall, some rocks. You might go hiking, especially with the ship there, and then the emphasis on the river here. Yeah. I feel like whatever trip that you're going on, people are talking about it, or whatever trip that you were on, people are talking about that. It's for some of you. Maybe you have like really nice pictures of you in the water or something, or nice pictures of the scenery. People are talking about that. So we have release here as well. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. Okay. So it's like give all your fears or concerns to the universe, and it's like, let them know, like, there's something that you're struggling with and I need help, you know, like, your angels want to help you, spirit wants to help you, but it's like you have to ask them for that help as well. You need to know, like, you know what, I am not going through the best thing right now, I'm going to ask for help, you know. And sometimes when we are going through challenges and, you know, we lose things, we want to just keep it to ourselves because we're kind of scared and we don't really want anybody to really help us, but we need that help, so don't be afraid to ask for it. All right. We have a thinker here as well. What people are really noticing about you is that you might be someone that's very observational. You might be a little bit of an introvert, like kind of like what I'm picking up here, like you don't have a lot of people in your circle. And that's because you kind of just, I feel like you kind of read people and analyze people, and it's like you get really anxious when you notice like somebody, like you pick up someone's energy and it just doesn't feel that great with you. And people are just like, I wonder why they don't like me. And people just think about it, like, I wonder what they're thinking about me. Like, I wonder if they like me or if they don't like me, like what's going on. All right. And I feel like, yeah, you definitely read people, because something about this card too, it was like whatever thoughts, like whatever calculations that you have like in your mind about things, like they're very obvious. It's like you don't have to really go deep inside to know if this is true or not. You know, with this 4-4, like I really feel like, you know, if there's a fourth or a third 4, I really feel that your angels are really helping you, like with like protecting you from certain people and really guiding you. And that's why it's like it's so easy for you to pick up on certain things and to know, like, I don't need this, I need to switch this out, I know this isn't going to serve me. And I feel like people also feel like you're somebody that has all the facts. Like, people will go to you for like answers or for advice because you're very like logical and strategic, and you kind of can just like analyze what would be the best outcome. Okay. You might not be so great at doing that for yourself, but you can for other people. That's what I just picked up, which like that calls me out too, because I can really help a lot of people, but it's like whenever it comes to me and my own things, I'm like, what do I do? Which is like, I always know the answer, but I always second guess myself, you know? Okay. So we have the woman in the ship. So definitely there's an emphasis on you kind of just being a seeker for something greater, for something better, something good, which is why you kind of come off as a little bit of an introvert, a little bit aloof, because you're always just trying to search for something better. You're always just trying to search for your own answers. It's like you don't really have time for people. It's like you rather just focus on your own money, your own growth. All right. So people might notice that you're very absent. You don't really hang out with a lot of people. You don't really go out on a lot of social events. Right? And you're always just making changes in your life. You don't be changing up your hair or your style. So all these women here like have different hair. It's like that one has like black hair that's like curly. This one's like hair in a bun but kind of curly. Then this is like blondish hair. Then you have strawberry blonde up here. Like you might be just changing your style a lot. Then you have dresses here, and then you have like, yeah, definitely changing it up. Like not just changing your ideas, your projects, your partners, whatever, but just like yourself physically. You go through a lot of transformation. Now with the Three of Spades here, do not dwell. I feel like this is like do not dwell in like unhappiness. Do not dwell on what you have to release because there's better coming, right? So there's a loss of hope. I feel that if this has to do with a relationship or some like a romantic interest, whatever, that you just kind of just release from your life, I feel like this is them just feeling that heartbreak of not having you around, you know? And I feel like people misunderstand you. Okay? People misunderstand like your motives. It's not like you don't it's like it's there's no harsh feelings. It's like you're just doing things for yourself on your own time. It's like no, I'm just focusing on myself. It's nothing that has to do with you. That's your type of energy here. And then we have miscommunication. So that's another part where people just feel like, do you not like me or something? Like, what's going on? But it's like, no, I'm just focusing on myself and my own well-being, okay? So that's what I'm picking up for you guys that chose pile 4. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading and being here today. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye now.